Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, as you know, the San Antonio Spurs have beaten our Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh,
Yes, indeed. In the Western Conference Finals to advance to the NBA Finals that are going on now. Oh, wait, I'm not talking about this week. I'm referring to the 2014 Western Finals, when the San Antonio Spurs with Tim Duncan, a young Kawhi Leonard, and a much shorter Frenchman named Tony Parker beat a young but talented Thunder team led by a pair of 25-year-olds named Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. The more things change, right? So what else was happening in the late spring of 2014? Well, the high school class of 26 that just graduated, at that time they just finished kindergarten. Think of that. Here at St. John's, Father Dwight helped as our priest and would be for another 5+ years. I wasn't a deacon yet. In fact, my training wouldn't start until that fall. But St. John's had a pretty decent softball team that competed in a league with other metro area Episcopal churches. We were pretty good. And in our prayers for the people at that time, we prayed for President Barack Obama, Governor Mary Fallon, and Mayor Cindy Rosenthal. Now, at this point, take a moment to think of where you were and what you were doing 12 years ago. Think of all the people and the places you interacted with in that time, and all the ups and downs that you rode during that time period that brought you to right here and right now. Now think of the woman in the gospel reading who suffered and endured terrible bleeding for 12 long years. What if you were her? What would every day like be for you? Think of your life with that chronic condition, week after week and year after year. And then, today, on this glorious and miraculous day after 12 years, you are healed. And the man whose cloak you reached out to touch, the most powerful man that the world has ever known, turns to you and simply says, "Take heart, daughter. Your faith has made you well." Now, I don't cry very often. It's cool, but I just don't do it very often. But if I am that woman, like you are that woman today, I would be bawling tears of relief and of joy and of gratitude. 12 years. And I'm finally healed. I'm finally free. The man in the cloak is clearly responsible for this miracle, yet he said it was my faith, your faith, that made you well. Our faith. The final verse of 1 Corinthians 13, Paul's famous biblical chapter on love, reads, "And now faith, hope, and love abide, these three. And the greatest of these is love." And this verse is absolutely true. Faith, hope, and love can endure all things. And the greatest of these virtues is love. But faith and hope are no slouches either. And today they will take the spotlight. The book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 1, defines faith about as well as any dictionary could, where it reads, "Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not yet seen." This woman absolutely had faith in Jesus, and she acted on it. She did not simply pray for help and then sit back and hope for the best. She literally reached out and seized the opportunity as Jesus passed by. If I can just touch his cloak, she reasoned, I will be made well. And what about the faith she had up to that point? How many times in those 12 years do you think she prayed for her body's healing and for her peace of mind? How many times would you have prayed? Would I still have any hope at all as time passes and one medical treatment fails after another? Each of us is this woman because you and me and everyone here and everyone out there is dealing with something difficult. Probably multiple things over some course of time. Like her, it could be something physical like chronic illness or pain, or it could be something that we can't see like depression or loneliness, low self-esteem that grips us and is really, really hard to shake. We also deal with situations that maybe at the 30,000 foot level may seem to just come and go. But on ground level, when we're in it, it's pretty tough. Could be a family situation, job insecurity that really rattles us and shakes our confidence and well-being. Beyond the situation itself, I think it's the uncertainty that really gets us. What is going to happen? Exactly, how will this get resolved? Will it ever get better? We want to know. We need answers. We want to know the outcome and an assurance that it'll be okay. In fact, hopefully it'll be better than okay. Friends, faith helps us know that somehow, some way, it will be okay. Well, during most of those years when the woman was suffering from the bleeding, she had no clue that she would someday encounter Jesus and that he would be the source of her healing. The woman only knew that God was there, and she knew to place her trust in him, that he would somehow heal her or at least help her endure and get through things. And when God told Abram that he and his wife were to pack up all their stuff, leave the only home they've ever known in their advancing age, and to go to some unspecified place they had no idea yet, where he would lead them. And don't worry, I will make a great nation out of you. Abram, who later would be called Abraham, could have easily said, "Hold up, God. Hold the phone, that'll be invented later. I've got some questions." I probably would have done the same. Perhaps you as well. But no. The account says, so Abram went, as the Lord had told him. Why? Because he had great faith in God. Abram and Sarah had no idea how anything was going to work out, how it would unfold, what their future looked like, how God would take care of them on this long journey, let alone how an entire nation of people would descend from them at their age. But they, like the woman, did not know how it would work out, but they did know to have faith in God and hope for the future. And they were blessed. So friends, whatever it is you are dealing with, whatever questions you have in or about life right now and where it's taking you, I pray that your faith will make you well. Keep praying. Seek and seize opportunities to act on your faith. And remember also that we together, we are part of the body of Christ. So when you are down, you do need support, reach out to this Christian community to help give you strength and encouragement, as the woman reached out to touch Jesus' cloak. And yes, remember this always. Go Thunder.